Guys, it is day 19 of Bible Study with me, and we're reading in the book of Lamentations today. Lamentations. I keep saying limitations. Lamentations. So, we read from verse 1 to 3, and I'm going to tell you each verse that, stuck out to me, where I wrote a note on. Because me and my friend did a Bible study tonight together. So, yeah, in this Lamentations was recommended for me to read, specifically 3. So, thank you, Siri, and thank you for Marquisa for Bible study with me tonight.
On them private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child. And then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think.
Verse 2. Bitterly she weeps at night, her tears are on her cheeks. Among her lovers there is no one to comfort her. All her friends have betrayed her. They have become her enemies. And my note is, overnight your friends could betray you or can betray you. Y'all know how fast Judas betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver? That's how fast your friends will switch up on you. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. And then verse 7, I highlighted just half of it, but the whole verse is, in the days of her affliction and wandering, Jerusalem remembers all the treasures that were hers in the old days of old. When her people fell into enemy hands, there was no one to help her. Her enemies looked at her and laughed at her destruction. And my note is, when you're down, people will laugh at you. They will look down on you, laugh at you, be some mean people, you know. And verse 12 says, it is nothing to you, all who will pass by. Look around and see. Is any suffering like my suffering, what is inflicted on me, that the Lord brought on me in the day of his fierce anger. And my note is, when you do something bad, like, the Lord will put you through something just to teach you a lesson. Like, he's not doing it to be mad at you, but to, like, teach you that although you're going to go through that, there will going to be a much bigger outcome that will happen. And then Lamentations 2, verse 13, I highlighted half of. And the whole verse is, what can I say for you? With what I can compare you, daughter Jerusalem. To what can I liken you, that I may comfort you, virgin daughter of Zion? Your wound is as deep as the sea. Who can heal you? My note is, although your wounds may deep, Jesus can heal your wounds. Verse 14 says, the visions of your prophets were false and worthless. They did not expose your sin to ward off your captivity. The prophecies they give you were false and misleading. Some people may see this and may not agree with what I'm finna say, but those fortune tellers, those tarot cards, they don't know nothing about you. Only one person knows, and that's Jesus. Just saying, don't get mad at me. It's the truth. I can tell you myself, like 2020, like TikTok, I don't know, had me on a whole nother level. But I thought tarot cards were just this real thing. They were talking. They was not. Okay, and verse 15 says, all who pass your way clap their hands at you. They scoff and shake their heads at daughter Jerusalem. Is this the city that was called the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole world? And where it says, all who pass your way clap their hands at you, they scoff and shake their heads. My note is, those who act like they're supporting you are really not. They're really haters, you know, but let God handle them. Verse 16 says, your enemies open their mouths wide against you. They scoff and gnash their teeth and say, we have swallowed her up. This is the day we have waited for. We have lived to see it. And my note is, your enemies will wait on your downfall. You may not see it, but they waiting for you to have downfall. In verse 17 says, the Lord has done what he planned. He has fulfilled his word, which he decreed long ago, has overthrown you without pity. He has let the enemy gloat over you. He has exalted the horn of your foes. And my note is, the Lord does everything for a reason. He has everything planned out. He knows what's going to happen here. He knows what's going to happen here. He knows what's going to happen. He does it for a reason. Okay, he does it for a reason. And verse 19 says, arise, cry out in the night. As the watches of the night began, pour out your heart like water in the presence of the Lord. Lift your hands to him. And my note is, cry out to the Lord because he hears you. You will see in my Bible a lot, cry out to the Lord because he hears you. Mostly in Proverbs, I believe, and maybe a little bit in Psalm. Just cry out to the Lord because he hears you and he's always there. And now, Lamentations 3 verse 21 says, yet I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. And my note is, have hope in the Lord. Lamentations 3 verse 22 says, because the Lord's great love, we're not consumed, for his compassions never fail. And my note is, the Lord never fails. And verse 24 says, I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for him. And my note is, wait on the Lord. Wait on the Lord, because whatever he has planned out, he's taking his time for a reason. I want everyone to keep their thoughts with Los Angeles as like that huge wildfire is going on. Like, I really hope that it ends soon for them. Not hope, I pray that it ends soon for them, because I don't know the feeling that they're going through, like losing their homes, their animals, everything that they have to their name. So like, keep your prayers on Los Angeles. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget that I love you, so does Jesus. Bye guys.